everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Neil, and today we are drawing Grogu, aka the child, aka Baby Yoda, aka young Padawan learner of one Luke Skywalker. So it should be fun. But I want to remind everybody, every Thursday we're posting brand new videos to the channel right here. So when that calendar rolls around past Wednesday and on the Thursday, come on back to the channel for some more drawing fun. All right, let's get into our drawing of Grogu. All right, let's get started on our drawing of Grogu. So for this one, you're going to need your handy dandy drawing utensil. I'm using a marker as always, but feel free to use whatever is most comfortable for you. You're gonna need a piece of paper, and then when we get to the coloring step, you're going to need some colors. This is the color palette that I'm choosing for Grogu, but feel free, if you've got better colors or different ones that you wanna use, go ahead and use those. There's nothing wrong in art. Also, if I'm going too fast in the tutorial, feel free to push the pause button or hit rewind. I want you guys to be able to follow along with me as comfortably as possible. Okay, step number one, we are going to draw the top of Grogu's head. So it's just gonna be a curved line. We're gonna start here. We're just gonna curve a line over just like that. Then we're gonna do the side of his face and underneath his face. So that's gonna be a curved line down like this. Then it comes out a little bit on that side, but then it quickly goes back under. And then there's a little bump for his chin. And then there's a flat part right there. And then his big old chubby baby-like cheeks come up and around like that. Next, we're gonna draw his eyes. Probably my favorite feature because he looks so gosh darn cute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a series of dots here to just sort of give us a position of the eyes on the face. So I'm gonna start over here. I'm gonna put one dot here, then one dot there, then one dot here, and one dot there. Because he's looking this direction. It's kind of at a 3/4 angle. So what we're gonna do then is we're going to draw some arches. And come up like that, then we're gonna go down like that. Same thing on this side, up like that, down like that. Then we're gonna do the under part. So we're gonna scoop under like this and up like that. Same thing on this side, scoop down like this and up like that. Next, we're gonna draw Grogu's nose. It's very, very tiny in the center of his face here. So we're just gonna curve like a little hook like that, and that'll be his nose. Then we'll draw his mouth, and his mouth has kind of a weird shape to it. So it starts almost as a smile, but then it's got some jowlish parts on the side. I don't know what else to call them, but it kind of bends down at the end. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we'll start right here. We're gonna do that just ever so slight curve like that. And then he's got one part on this side like that, and then on the other side like that as well. Then we'll draw his bottom lip, which is just a curved line like this. And then it's got some indications of the chin attached to it like that and like that. Then he's got some creases in his face right here that kind of indicate the top of the mouth and the side of the cheek. So we'll start right here at the tip of the eye, and we'll just draw that down like this and around like that. Same thing on this side, down like this and around like that. Next, we're gonna draw Grogu's brow area. So there's all those cool little bumps on his forehead. So we're gonna start right here in kind of the little off center of his head there. We're gonna curve a line up like this. Then we're gonna curve a line up like that. Then we're gonna go over and down like that. Same thing on this side. We're gonna come off of that first curved line that we drew, curve up. Then we're gonna curve over and around that eye, and then a little bit down like that. And he's got some other wrinkles in the back of his forehead there, so we'll just indicate that with a couple of lines here. One on that side and one on this side. Then the wrinkle on the front of his brow is a little bit more pronounced than the rest of the wrinkles. So we're going to draw two diagonal lines. One starts here, diagonal line down like that. Actually, a little bit further than that. And same thing on this side, we're gonna draw that diagonal line all the way down like that, and then connect them with 2 more V-shaped diagonal lines. Next, we're gonna draw Grogu's eyes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw some curved lines in here just to indicate those big old cute eyes. Just curve down line like that. And another one over here like that. Same thing on this side, curve that down and curve that up like that. And then we're gonna give him 2 light indications, which will give him that puppy dog eye look. So we'll start up here, we're gonna curve kind of a semicircle here, like that. And then we'll just do a smaller one, just do a smaller one on the bottom. I guess I'm thirsty or something. And then we'll just color that in black. Same thing on this side. Curve that line like that, and then the one on the bottom, curve it up, and then color it in black. All right, next we're gonna draw Grogu's ears. So we're gonna start here on the end of that curve that we drew for the top of his head. We're gonna curve under slightly, and we'll come up, and then it's just a straight line all the way up like that. Same thing on this side. We're going to come off of here, curve up like that, and this one's gonna come out kind of the same way, just a little slightly bit shorter because we're looking at him in perspective. Then we'll do the underside of the ear, which starts right at about here, and go under like this, and then up. So it's almost like it is a check mark, check, like that. And then you're gonna curve out and up like this. And there's like kind of an S shape, and then you curve up and touch that top line that we drew. Same thing on this side, we're gonna come over here, try to match that as best we can so they look as even as possible. So we're gonna do that check mark shape, check. Then we're gonna curve around, make that S shape, and up back into that line that we drew for the top of his ear. Next, we'll draw the inside of his ear. So it's gonna start down here at the bottom. You're gonna draw a straight line up. Then you're going to curve like this, then another diagonal line up, and then we'll go up and over to connect the line there to the top. Then on the bottom here, you're gonna sort of mirror the diagonal underneath here. You're gonna go up, and then you're gonna curve down and into the bottom part of the ear. Then he's got a divot in his ear, kind of like we do where like the cartilage lump stuff is in your ear. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's cartilage lump stuff. So we're gonna start down here on the bottom, and it's just a curved arch up and over like that. Then we'll come over to the other ear here, and part of it's covered up, so like this part here is covered up by his cheek, since we're looking at him in perspective. We're going to draw from here, the end of his cheek, up like this, curve that out like that, do the diagonal up, and then you're going to connect another diagonal line up and into the top of his ear there. On this side, we're gonna do the same thing we did over here, sort of mirror that diagonal line up like this, and then we'll curve down and into the bottom part of his ear. And then we'll do the same thing that we did with this ear. We're gonna draw that little indication for the cartilage, just an arch up and over like that. Oop, connect it, Neil, there you go. Next, we're gonna draw his tunic. At least I think that's what it is. Either that or he borrowed his dad's jacket and it just doesn't fit. So that's gonna start over here, and we're gonna draw a line down like this to here. Then we're gonna bounce up just a little bit like that, and then we'll continue that line over to about there. Actually, a little further than that. Then we'll come around to this side. This one's kind of an interesting line. So you go up, around, like that, down like that, curve out again, and down like that. Then we're gonna come down with a slight shallow curve there. And then this part is actually folded over the part that's underneath it. So we're gonna curve a line down like that and just connect the lines like that. Then the other side of the collar, we're gonna pick up here, we're gonna mirror this line above it, We're just gonna curve a line over here like that. Then we're gonna curve up, and kind of like we did on this side, we're gonna curve out and around like that. Then we'll just give a couple of lines to indicate his neck there in the tunic. Drop that in there like that, and like that. And then we'll just kind of color this portion in black. All right, then we're gonna draw his sleeves. So this is gonna start out here, and I'm just gonna give him a quick wrinkle like that. And then I'm gonna curve a line down like this. I'm gonna go across and toward kind of towards his stomach there. And then I'm going to just do kind of a straighter line up like this, and then another little wrinkle in like that. Same thing on this side. Gonna do a couple of little wrinkles there. Gonna curve that line down like that. Curve the cuff up and over like that. And then come back into the jacket like that with a little curve up for the wrinkle. Then he's got some cuffs that sort of match his collar here. So those come out like this. So you're gonna curve a line out and down like this. Same thing on this side, around and down like that. Then we're going to draw a line right here, mirroring the one above it. Don't connect it, but it's gonna mirror that line there. We'll put another cuff on this side too. So curve that out, around and down like that. Same thing on this side, out, around and down like that. And then we'll just draw that line like we did, mirroring the one above it, like that, not connected. Next, we're gonna draw his little tiny baby hands. So we're gonna start right here. We're gonna curve a line up, over like that. Then we'll do another line right here to indicate that second finger. He's only got 3 fingers, like that. And we'll do a little crease underneath like this that sort of has a straight line on the end there. So straight line like that, little crease on top. And then we'll draw the thumb, which comes out like this, stops there. And then you're gonna curve another line right there. Then we'll put in his fingernails, because he's got kind of clawish fingernails. So we're gonna curve a line under like that. Same thing on this finger here, curve up like that. Same thing on the thumb, curve up like that. Then we'll just complete those fingernails, curve, kind of a curvy V shape, like that, and like that. Same thing, we'll do the hand on this side. So that's gonna curve down, but come up and over like that. Then we'll do that other line for the second finger like that. And then we'll do that thumb. That's the straight line with the little tiny line right there. We'll come around and do that thumb. Then we'll come in and indicate those fingernails. Up and down like that. Curve up and down like that. Curve up and down like that. Then we'll put the nails on. Curve down and up. Curve down and up. And this one curves out and up like that. Oop, connected. Next, we'll draw the seam that he has in the front of his tunic. So that's gonna start here. We're gonna curve that line all the way down like this. Same thing on this side because it's got like a little bit of space in between. Start here, curve that line all the way down like that. We forgot to complete his cuffs. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's come over here. We'll complete the cuffs by just curving that line in there, curving that line in there. Same thing on this side, curving that line in there, and curving that line in there. Next, we'll finish off the picture with the bottom of his jacket. Can't really see his feet. It's all covered up by the material in the jacket slash tunic slash tunacket. I made up a new thing. It's a tunacket, officially. Okay, so we'll start over here. We're just gonna curve a line out like this and down like that. Same thing on this side. We'll just curve that out and down like that. And then the bottom line kind of comes out a little bit like this. It's kind of an organic curve shape. Up and in like that. And then we'll just pull that seam all the way down to touch the bottom. All right, there's your line work done for Grogu. And now it's time for the gratuitous, cringeworthy, slightly annoying dad joke. Okay, what type of flower has a mouth? 2 lips. All right, let's move on to our coloring stage, and we'll do that at light speed starting now. All right, there it is, your fully colored Grogu from The Mandalorian. Thanks everybody for drawing along with me. I hope you guys had lots of fun drawing Grogu. Hey, if you want to support the channel, just go down below, click that subscribe button and smash the like button. And if you want to learn to draw more things, we've got lots of videos for you over at Truly Artrageous. All right, that's gonna wrap us up for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-ta!